C'est un coffre qui renferme un Zat. Une alliance entre Stargate et les R2-K19, donc Stargate et Star Wars.
C'était la seule solution de le faire venir dans Star Wars.
On l'a rencontré, c'était Corin Nemec
l'année dernière.
Eh bien, bonjour à tous. Aujourd'hui, on se retrouve avec Sean, qui est ni plus ni moins Olivier Dubois d'Harry Potter. Alors, dans Harry Potter, quel est l'épisode dans lequel tu as préféré jouer?
Probably the very first one that I ever did, which was the scene where I'm teaching Harry the rules of the game, and we get all the Quidditch balls out. Just because it was the least technical thing that we did. So you know, if you're filming Quidditch, you're waiting around for 5 hours, and it's all very, very, very slow and laborious and complicated. Whereas with that scene, it's a fun scene that ended up being very beloved. But it was just, you know, 2 actors getting to know each other and the director, and we spent maybe 2 days on it, which is a lot for such a short scene, but with those kind of resources. And I really, really got on with Daniel, and it was the first time that I'd been on something that kind of fantastical, and it just went really well. And so that was I mean, the whole thing was a joy, but that was a great way to start.
Du coup, si tu avais pu choisir un autre rôle dans la saga, lequel aurais-tu choisi?
So 2 answers to this, because they're both characters that I sort of did play. I first auditioned for Percy Weasley, not for Oliver Wood. And it was only when I got to the audition that Janet Hershenson, the casting director, said, "Oh no, sorry, that was a mistake. You should be Oliver Wood." Okay. And on the second film, on the Chamber of Secrets, when we had the cast table read, they hadn't contracted Christian Coulson to play Tom Riddle yet, so he couldn't be there. And so David Heyman, the producer, asked me to read Tom Riddle for the table read, so I got to do that part. In front of all Britain's greatest actors. So either of them, it would have been really fun to have the chance to actually play them for a whole movie. But I mean, the casting directors were rightly praised in that film for getting everyone absolutely right. They were Chris and Christian were perfect, but it would have been fun to play either of those.
Est-ce que tu as un souvenir de tournage à nous confier?
It's not it's seldom about like specific events, and more just the experience of getting to go to Hogwarts for 2 years, which everyone in the world wanted to do at that time, and we got to do it. I do remember one day walking from set back up to the cafeteria and seeing David Holmes, who was Harry's stunt double until he obviously, unfortunately, injured himself on the third film, practicing the scene where they run at the wall to try and get onto platform 9 3/4, but it's closed, so they just crash into it. I saw David practicing for that scene just by taking a trolley and running at the wall of the studio, because he's insane.
Game of Thrones ou The Lord of the Rings?
Game of Thrones. Controversial.
Stargate or Star Wars?
I've only seen the first Stargate film, and that was a long time ago, so I have to say Star Wars because I just don't know Stargate.
Alors, theaters ou movies?
As to watch or as an actor?
Actor.
As an actor.
C'est pour ça justement la question.
It's really tough because they have like opposite advantages and disadvantages. Like if you're happy with a movie, it's there forever, and that's great, and you know millions of people can see it. If you're not happy with a movie, it's there forever. Where as in theatre, I've had some theatre jobs that haven't been good, and so it's a great advantage that once it's finished, and it doesn't exist anymore. But I also have like two or three of my favourite things I've ever done have been performances in the theatre, and it's heartbreaking that it's gone now. It will never happen again. I think as a performer, I'm very interested in the process of making films, but there's nothing that film can do for you that matches the experience of giving a whole performance on a stage when it's going really well and when you're getting a great response from the audience. That is kind of the high point of being a performer, I think. So theatre on the whole.
Alors, Sirius Black or Lucius Malfoy?
Sirius Black.
Obviously.
Alors, est-ce que tu as un message pour les fans d'Harry Potter qui ont grandi avec toi?
I mean, just thank you, I guess. I couldn't have imagined the level of success and adoration that it's had, and it's provided me with great opportunities and experiences for 25 years now, so it's been a joy. Thank you.